Hi, I'm Eric Franklin and this is Mary Ellen, and we're now going to find out how to liberate our rib cage using balls, movement and mental imagery. So here is a rib cage and what we're going to do is lateral flexion. And as you do lateral flexion, what happens is the ribs spread a little bit apart like that. Of course, what I'm showing here is exaggerated, but you're welcome to exaggerate the image in your mind. That kind of helps. So that's what we're going to do. If you like metaphors, you can imagine the ribs are yawning. You see this looks a little bit like yawning. Then we're going to rotate our spine like that, and that will actually slide the ribs a little bit on top of each other. Again, I'm showing this a little bit exaggerated, but this is definitely happening. So here we go. We are going to take our balls and tap the rib cage while we're doing those movements. So we're back with our balls, and now we're going to start with the tapping and moving. So why don't we start with lateral flexion to the right? And as we do that, we're going to tap down the rib cage like that. That's it. And we're imagining the ribs spreading, widening, opening up. Imagine more space between the ribs. There we go. Of course, we're breathing. There we go. And if you want to use the image of the ribs yawning, that's also very useful. So lots of space between the ribs. There we go. Then make sure your legs are a little bit bent, and then you're going to do the rotation and tapping. And another thing you can do is put one ball on top and one ball on the bottom, and then you help the ribs slide by pushing one ball over the other ball like that. So that's another great way if you want to be more specific with the balls. There we go. But let's finish up with a little bit of lateral flexion and even a little bit of rotation. There we go. Up and down and all around. Good. Then let's drop our arms and notice the results. What we feel is, well, just a general sense of relaxation on this side, more grounded, shoulders are even dropped. And what's especially interesting, if we now do a lateral flexion to the right, we'll notice that feels more flexible than going to the left. So we've actually improved the flexibility, the ease of motion of our spine. And isn't it good to feel movement being easier, because you move all day, and if movement gets easier, well, your life is easier. So why would that happen? Well, it's obvious. The ribs are connected to the spine. So you got that mobilized a little bit. It'll be easier to flex your spine. But let's do the other side. So here we go. We start with lateral flexion. There we go. Tapping, breathing. So probably inhalation is useful to help spread the ribs there. As you go to the side, you can imagine the ribs yawning. See the space between the ribs opening up. There we go. And then let's do a little rotation. We're tapping all around. Imagine the ribs sliding on top of each other. And then let's do two rib levels, and you're sliding them on top of each other by moving the top ball on the bottom one. That's very good. Here we go. And then let's finish up with just a little bit of general tap around, ribs opening up, widening, ribs sliding as we're doing this. Very good. And we're breathing. Good. Then let's drop our arms down and notice the result. So we feel more grounded, spine is more free, we feel lifted, just a sense much easier to breathe, spine more flexible if you move it around, just a nice feeling in the rib cage. So if you like this video, then please visit our website, franklinmethod.com, where you can register for more videos like this to give you exciting ideas on how to feel better in body and mind. And thanks for watching. See you next time.